Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my rant of Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 2, Street Lies and PIs. Lord have mercy. Let's get into this, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that
You can make this up. Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay? Well, welcome back, everybody. This is Auntie. Happy Sunday. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members, new and old, thank you all so much for your continued support. I'm hoping that you all can hear me. I'm back in my bedroom again. And thank you to everybody who loves the decor on this side of the room. Thank you, everybody. I'm hoping that you all can hear me. Can you all hear me? I'm hoping you can. Okay, thank you, Naya. Thank you, Boo. Let me adjust just a little bit so I can sit back and relax. I like to be in here and relax, right? And so when I feel like I'm not relaxed in my own bedroom, kind of stresses me out. And I feel like I'm sitting up like, some kind of, I don't know. I'm just, okay. So anyway, y'all, if I had to rate this episode of Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 2, Street Lies and PIs, I would absolutely rate this episode a B. Now, it's been a while since I have rated this episode that high, but I really, 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 really rate this a B. I thought it was good. I thought it was a twist, a turn, and even though some of it I, could not believe, right? I thought it was a good episode and it had, it intrigued me enough, right? But without further ado, we're going to talk about these mofos so y'all can go ahead on and look at the 90-Day Fiance reunion. So hold on. Let me bring these mofos up that we're gonna have to drag real quick. For some reason, I thought that. Oh, I do. Oh, I do. Okay, so the first couple I want to talk about is Sharae and Anthony. Sharae appears to be a little delusional, child. Sharae is like one of the new cast members who come on board, are shell shocked by the things that people, say about them and everything, and want to lash out and all of that kind of stuff. One of the things that Sheree ended said in her response back to the fans who was dragging her about her clothes and all of that kind of stuff is she said, the more you talk, the more I make money. Boo, you don't get no royalties off this show. You get paid one and done. Who in the whole hell told you that you was going to be getting royalties off this show? You one and done. You get paid, and then the pay it's over, and you get paid per episode. Girl, don't nobody. You are not on some famous sitcom like Friends, where they are paying you over and over again. Girl, sit your ass back, relax, chill out. I don't understand why the old cast members don't try to mentor them and just say, you know what, when they talk this, ignore it. You got to be able to move on, boo boo, because we're going to drag you. She said that this is something that she thought was fun and she wanted to, do her thing. Well, boo, do your thing. Ain't nobody stopping you from doing your thing, but ain't nobody stopping us from dragging your ass week after week either. Like, I don't get it. And then they say that we're mean YouTubers and mean content creators. And I guess we need to be like another content creator and just lick the crack of their ashes. But that's not happening because for the most part, the ones of us that do it, that's true to it, okay? Not new to it, but true to it. We're not going to do that. We're going to call a thing a thing. And if we have to go outside, okay, and we get some tea, we're going to spill that too, and we're going to give our opinions. And so are the people downtown in the chat. The people who are downtown in Auntie's Advice chat run this mother. When I'm live, we Auntie's Advice over here. And we're going to drag your ass that you conveniently keep putting up in our faces with them too short, too tight skirts or skirts that you got on your ass. The last one, the red one you had on, your butt cheeks was hanging out the back of the back. And then this one, you think because you got some crisscross satin shoes on that you're looking sophisticated. Boo, no. That does not. Strap up heels don't make you sophisticated. What makes you sophisticated is that you're a grown woman and you stand in your and evidently you haven't done that. Because let me tell you why, Sharae, you ain't sophisticated. Because you took the time out to buy a $99 fake ass marriage certificate to a mofo who was already married instead of standing up in your grown woman shit and saying, you know what? We was gonna get married, but come to find out he's already married. You evidently are living a life, okay, that you know you can't afford. Mentally, physically, emotionally, and some motion. Grown women stand in their stuff. Sophisticated women stand in their stuff. That's what they do. They don't run around and tell lies to their friends, families, and their foes, and then film it on national television and confess to before you even tell them. Grown women don't walk up in their own household when and the boyfriend mama up in there cooking. Sophisticated women don't live like that. She could get something delivered to her house. I may send a chef over that month, but she ain't gonna be up in my doing that. And grown, sophisticated women, Sharae, don't invite their ex-boyfriend, baby daddy to a function just for grins, giggles, and the starch, confusion, chaos, knowing that your child gonna be around. Grown, sophisticated women don't want drama being brought up around their child. And then you're gonna sit there and talk about this month, okay? This month is a good role model, and you get ready to go pick him up across the street at a drop-off point from the jail. And then when you get a chance, just in case you see it, spell sophisticated for us, okay? Because, bitch, I was sitting up there looking like, what the whole hell? That's not sophisticated. A shoe don't make you sophisticated. Sophisticated shoes most of the time are closed in toes anyway. If you want to be sophisticated. Now, granted, the shoes was cute, and the shirt and the skirts was cute on somebody 2 sizes smaller than your ass. When we're big girls and we're thick up in the area, when we're thick up in this area, we've got to make sure that we bring it and tone it in. We've got to go up a couple of sizes. This look like to me you should have went up at least 2 sizes. But I ain't here to talk about your clothes. I'm here to talk about your actions. So when we saw her, okay, after I got past that and had to rewind back, after I got past that, and she was talking to her son, and she's excited about Anthony coming home, even though she's lied to everybody and she's gonna have to clear that up. When she was talking to the son, and the son was, saying he was excited and all of that. And I was like, he's too young for this, in my opinion. These are my opinions, Sharae. I'm entitled to it. I don't give a damn what you say or what none of your cast members or none of them say. Okay, I done got used to being dragged, gagged, and some motion. Your son is too involved and he too young. You don't even have him. There's a reason why you don't have him. Allegedly. So why is the son involved in what's going on? And you're telling him he's getting a bonus, dad. You don't know what kind of mother he gonna be when he get up out that camp. You really, truly don't. You met him, what, in high school 25 years ago? And he's been incarcerated all this time. I'm not saying that Anthony is a bad guy. I'm just saying don't bring your kids. What the fuck is wrong? Like I don't care what. They gonna bring and drag their kids into this bullshit. And we got to sit here and pray for the kids. We got to keep on praying for the kids. We got to hit a Yolanda Adams. What about the children? To ignore is so easy. So many innocent children will lose their own way. We got to, we got to do a Yolanda Adams. Why? Because you decide that you're going to bring your child in, and then you're going to have an event and bring your child in and start drama for your mama. That's stupid as fuck. So don't get mad at us when we only out here repeating what you said. Because that's all we could do. We can only repeat what you said. Okay? That's it. Thank you so much. Is it Acacia? For the $1.99 super chat, Auntie, I love this look on you. Talk that talk. Thank you, child. I am just comfy. Okay. When I'm in this room, I command comfort and peace. And that's why I have my little meditating, kind of my little this is my meditating corner of my room. So thank you so much. Thank you, boo. So anyway, we're going to go head on and get off for her because we got bigger fish to fry, bitch. We got bigger fish to fry. Okay, let me see who's next. I swear to God, I don't be wanting to drag nobody's mama. I swear, y'all, I don't. But Louie's mother is a total asshole. Louie's mother would have been talking that talk on public and transportation, bitch, in a Uber, a Lyft. She would have been high. What you call it? When you get your thumb up, she would have found her another way to get to that jail. Because the disrespect that came out this woman's mouth, I don't care how goofy Melissa is and how dumb and delusional she is. Yeah, hitchhiking. Thank you, y'all. The disrespect was too much. Mama, may I put your ass out on the side of the road. if you say one more disrespectful thing. First of all, the mother appears to be ungrateful. She gonna put a hat on her head that says super bitch. So that means that you are intentional, in my opinion, about being a biatch. You're intentional, you know what you're doing, and you like that. But you gonna buck up across the right. I'm trying to tell you. She has the audacity to say, how do you all know you're in love? And how do you know that you can help him? Well, guess what, mama? I don't mean no disrespect, but what the fuck did you do to help your son when he said since the age of 8 years old or even in the 8th grade, he started using drugs? How'd you help him? A mother got to get help when he ready to get help. But see, if somebody throw that up in your face and say that you was a piss poor ass mother, then we're gonna be wrong. Because I didn't call you that. I said if somebody said that about you. That's what I said. That's what I said. You gonna sit up here and judge this daggone girl who got a cheerleading outfit on. You already know something wrong with her. When she can go down and go to Amazon.com and go to the costume section and get an old cheerleading outfit, you know damn well something wrong with her. You know something wrong with her. But you gonna come out and put a super bitch hat on. But you didn't like it when the shoe was on the other foot. You had a little problem. So we see Melissa, getting up on that good getting up morning, still got to drive and fly to be where Louie is. So her and the mother, she goes to pick up the mother. The mother talking about some she late. What? Ain't nobody tell you stand your ass out there like you was waiting for the shuttle from that BWI airport, bitch. What the hell? Like, are you flying out of Dulles? You taking a ride. Sit your super bitch ass down in a chair. If you don't sit your ass down in a chair and relax, you bow. This mama was rude before the girl even got to the house. Before she even got to the house, she was disrespectful. She is disrespecting her and talking about she gonna back up. I'm in charge and all this kind of stuff. You wasn't in charge of your son when he was growing up. Come on, mama, let's just go ahead and tell the truth. Louie said that he graduated from marijuana to the boat, okay, to ecstasy. He said he was doing cocaine, okay, and then he went to heroin. And you want us to sit back and look at you and give you a button that says Super Mommy? And you got the right to disrespect somebody else that came into his life? Let her have a chance to fuck up like, you know what? I said I wasn't going to drag nobody's mother. But this mother was so nasty, she deserved it. And if it's too much for you and it's triggering, y'all go ahead on a roll on up out of here. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you be in my monthly comment section with that book, okay? I'm blocking. My block game been stronger than a month with people. Strong. I even been going to other people's channel and looking at the comments over there and blocking bitches over there. I ain't got it to do. You don't like what I say over here? Kick rocks. I would love for you to stay. I would love for you to join. But I ain't going to kiss your butt and I ain't going to change how I feel about nothing. Louie mother rules. So they get in the car and everything. And all the mother got is criticism for Melissa. That's it. Telling her that they can't be in love. She's going to be in charge. She's going to be running things. Melissa called her father when they, and then she stopped. They riding in the car. She told me, I gotta pay. Well, where's that red Solo cup? I got some napkins back there, some wipes, and a red Solo cup. How about you scooch up on the edge of the chair and go hit on them? You rude mother. Scooch up. Scooch. Scooch up. Hold on, bro. I'm sorry. I just saw this. Thank you so much, Philly Fox, for the $4.99 super chat. That's right, Auntie. Say it for the people in the back. She thinks her son is Tom Cruise. Y'all hear that noise? That's leather. I'm sitting on leather, and I'm sitting, and the leather makes noise. Okay, I ain't over here passing gas. Okay, I'm just like, who the you think you talking to? Oh my goodness! Thank you so much, Reese B, for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Welcome, Reese B. I just saw it. I'm telling y'all, stream y'all to move this stuff. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Y'all, please, if y'all have not already done so, please welcome Rissa B to the membership. Who in the hole? So she gets out of the bathroom. Melissa called her father, and she was like, "You know what, Dad? She being rude and nasty and everything, and just talking about me like a dog to my face." And she, when Melissa went to the jail went to his place of employment last season, he got 30 days tacked on to his sentence. So the mother was blaming her for that. For the 30 days. Okay, granted, she may, but like she said, I was calling him on the phone. You gave him the illegal contraband that he had up in it was a cell phone. You gave it to him. She was like, well, they be doing a whole bunch of checks around there and everybody got phones. Bitch, don't make it right. Don't make it right that you joining in with the bandwagon and everybody jump in front of the train. You gonna do that too? Oh, this mother. I'm telling you, this mother done pissed me off. She's rude. So her father was like, you ain't got to listen to nothing she say. That bitch. You can say whatever you want to say. Tell her to kiss your... She was like, Dad, I got to get along with to get along, which is understandable. She do have to get along with to get along, but she ain't got to be disrespected. And she was like, she was like, no. So she gets in the car and everything. The mother gets in there. And her father called and said, let me speak to that bitch. Let me speak to that bitch. She gets on the phone and everything. So, she was like, yeah, why? What's up? He was like, so, you giving my daughter a hard time? Are you giving my daughter a hard time? No, not really. Well, don't. Because I got something for you. You don't run nothing over that month, okay? If you was running something, your son wouldn't be up in that camp. But what you're not going to do is be rude to my daughter. You're going to treat her with some respect. So then when they hang up the phone, she told me, your father overprotective. She said, just like you. So they get to the jail and everything. Louie comes out and she, crying and everything. I can't do this. Girl, Bob, first of all, when she woke up in the morning and with her nasty ass self and knocked on Melissa's door like she was the po-po, I would have snatched mama. You know what? I'd have cussed mama out. I'm sorry. They would have been like, Auntie's so daggone rude on this show. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But what she ain't gonna do is come up in this camp and be acting no fool and banging on my door like that. I'm ready. I'm ready. Did you even wash your Aish? I'm ready. Don't bang on my door. She didn't think that the father was gonna check that ass. She's a rude, nasty old woman. And just because you old like that, don't mean that you got a right to be nasty. It just don't. It just don't. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for the $4.99 super chat. Talk your mess. Talk your mess, love. Love you, Auntie. Love you too, Tiffany. Tiffany said, talk your talk. Speak your speech. Oh, that was a nasty mama. I'm telling y'all, that was a nasty mama. Let me get off of her. I don't even want to drag her no more. I'm just tired. Who's the next idiot? The next person that I want to talk about is Andy and Brittney. Now, as you all know, yesterday I did a video. Come to find out that Andy just filed for divorce. That he was seeing Brittney and his ex-wife Mindy at the same time. He filed for divorce recently. Okay, I think it was either August or June. He had already been dating and filmed with Brittney. The ex-wife of Mindy said that she lost 425 pounds, 125 pounds of her own and 300 from him. This mofo has sat up there and said that he had this money for Brittney, right? It was either like 1,200 or $1,500 that he was gonna get at Brittney. So we see Brittney come up out of jail with her ungrateful ass. The whole world is circulating around nasty Brittney. Brittney is nasty in my opinion. She disrespectful. She don't appreciate shh. Here she is, ain't been a mother to her kids, and she think that when she come out of jail, all of a sudden she gonna be mama of the year. When you got somebody else baking a cake for your child and buying all the gifts, the balloons, and all of that, and you gonna have Andy's nasty, fat, stank ass standing outside with his son for 2 hours, bitch. So why did I? Y'all just as bad as me, if not worse. Y'all get downtown in this tangle, okay? Y'all see why I'm like this? Because they like this. These people that's down here in this chat right here, they like this. So y'all wonder why I act like this. I act like this because look at the stuff that they saying in and out of the comment section. This why I'm like this. Y'all can't blame me for coming out here acting a fool when the people that's down here in the comment section is acting just as bad as I am. Oh, don't blame me, blame them. Okay. Now, Brittney is right. This is what I was getting ready to talk about, Megan. Brittney is riding in the car, talk about she stanking. She talk about she got the jail smell all up on her. Her daughter done been through, the son has been through, and these two grown people are dragging these kids along for to get along. I don't understand why Brittney's daughter had to be involved, why she could not have been at the restaurant waiting for her big stank nasty ass to finish up with Andy. Instead, she takes her daughter, neglects her, stresses her the hell out. I don't understand that. Brittney's daughter has been through enough. And she's got to come out of jail and deal with this bullcrap. First of all, she with this man and his son, and she don't know them from a bucket of paint. She uncomfortable around them, and he gonna sit up there and act like he care about her and her mother arguing, and then get in the car and say, you know what, we lost time because they was arguing. Bitch, she got stuff that she got to talk to her mama about. But all you thinking about is having sex with her and go give her $500 and then sit up there and talk about somebody been up in your daggone bank account and they'd have hacked your account. Then how are you driving back and forth here and thither? Because I'm going to tell you right now, somebody hacked Auntie's advice accounts Bitch, I'm almost in a paralyzed state. You hack my accounts and I'm driving up and down the road. No, I'm at home. I'm on every computer, laptop, bitch. I'm on a mainframe. I am writing C plus formulas and all kinds of stuff to find out how in the boop I'm gonna find my money and the people that hacked that. Okay, I'm calling FDIC, BING. I'm calling everybody, boo. I am not gonna be sitting up there driving back and forth, and I can't swipe a card, bitch, because somebody done hacked my account, and you gonna sit up there and talk about somebody hacked your account? I am sitting in a chair. The only time you gonna get me to wake up and get up out of that daggone zombie-like state is, bitch, when you say your account is back and we gave you your money back. What in the hell? Why would I be on the road, you lying mother? That don't even sound right. Now I can see if he said somebody hacked his Instagram. But you talking about somebody, I could only give you 500 of it because, somebody, hacked my account and, was trying to play slots. And you mother. The only thing that they're going to do is turn your card off. When one time I was going through a parking garage and somebody had tried some at Target and the bank called me and was like, bitch, we know you ain't at Target. So we gonna cut your card off till you give us a call because we know you sitting on your job. We know that this ain't you out in Target swiping for no $500. They ain't gonna cut your whole account off. He wouldn't be able to spend and do anything. I was paralyzed. I would. They'd be like, Auntie, you okay? My account. I sure ain't gonna be on the road. Because when you on the road, you don't know if the tire going to blow. You don't know if the battery going to shut down. You don't know, what's going to happen. So you got to be able to have a couple of cards that you can swipe in case of emergency. You don't know if you going to run into and hit a dead bitch and you got to stay at a hotel. Andy, you a whole line of damn half. Bitch, you is lying out of your stomach. The fourth one, the fourth layer. But Brittney don't know no better. But yes, she do. She gonna pick up real quick anyway. So they going back and forth. Brittney goes and jumps in the pool straight up out the car after she done already said that her ass was stinking. So she gonna decide that she wanna be on Joe time. So why have your daughter meet you and all of this kind of stuff? To ride around and see that you with him? Why drag your daughter through this? That's why you didn't have your kids. Because you selfish and you think about yourself. I was so mad about how she talked to her daughter and talked her daughter down. And her daughter was like, I'm tired. I'm tired, Mom. And I'm taking on here you one day out of jail and I'm already taking on responsibility. Again. You one day fresh out of there and I got to pick up the slack. And I got to be with this fat fucking his son. And then he's creeping me out. I don't like him. And she like, look, I got other kids I gotta go to. And I know that you used to being with me, but I got stuff I got to do, and I gotta go and take a shower and all of this kind of stuff. Girl, what? What? Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing good gonna happen to this woman if she don't correct her behavior, in my opinion. Because what you don't do is treat your kids like this. Now with her and Andy, it's 2 for 2, eye for eye, bitch. Both of them shady and dirty, in my opinion. So that's between them. They're gonna get the karma that's doing. But when you start messing with your kids, and here you got your daughter out here tired, drained, and through, driving up the road to be there for you. And then you gonna tell your daughter you ain't the priority, everybody else is, even though I needed you and I wanted you and you was there for me when I needed and wanted you. And you just need to pipe down and let me do me and sit back and shut the whole fuck up. Brittney, ain't nothing gonna happen good for you doing your daughter like that. I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not gonna happen. You gonna continue to run into Andy's. Gracie ended up taken down because you made it all about you and getting to these other kids that you ain't been a mother to by your own admission. You said I wasn't a mother, I was an addict. I was a drug abuser. You said that. I ain't gonna put nothing in your mouth in my mouth that you ain't say. You said you wasn't a mother. And here you gonna go all somebody else's dime and celebrate your kid's birthday and act like you mother of the year and leave Andy and his son sitting outside for 2 hours and you ain't never tell a man when you had the son making a cake for you, you didn't even think about how this was gonna affect his son. Fuck Andy. What about his son? You could have at least said something to Andy so he could prepare his son and not have his son sitting up there standing up against the wall, disappointed because now here they are, they can't even go in a restaurant. The least you could have did was order them a plate and brought a plate out and had something to drink and some seats out there for them. But you just gonna wait until you get all the packages out of the back of the trunk, have him hold the door for you, only to tell them you don't have to stand out here for 2 hours. Who does that to somebody else's kids? Now, I can understand if the baby daddy said, I don't want them in here, I'm not allowing you to film with them. You can film with Gracie because she of age, but you're not going to film with these kids. I don't want these kids brought into this. I completely understand. But the way you handled it with them standing outside looking like that and Andy told me, I don't even know what I did. Karma for how you treated Mindy. Karma. But your son don't deserve it. Why they got their 2 kids dragging back and forth, I will never understand that. And then the son standing up there texting back and forth because you know he's telling his sisters about all the that's going down. You know he's telling his sisters. And so now here you are, Andy, trying to tell us that your daughters was wrong in what they said, the assessment that they had about you as being a trifling father. And now we're looking at you, okay, because we're observing. We're making our own conclusion. You're trifling as a daddy because you shouldn't have dragged your son in this mess, had him making a cake, and he can't even see the kids cut it and eat it. And Brittney was dead wrong for not telling him that. She didn't care anything about how Gracie felt. She was keeping going. She didn't even really stop to even have a conversation with the girl. Stop and have a conversation. Put your shit down and listen to her. She like, I'm tired. Your daughter Gracie should not have to pay for the sins of the mother. And the same thing with Andy's son. He shouldn't have to pay for the sins of his father. And he should have said, you know what, let's go and do something else for the 2 hours. Instead of having your son stand out there for two hours feeling rejected. Because that's rejection. He don't even get a right to see the little boy he made. I was so... Even though the cake was jacked up, he played in it. It was the thought behind it that counted. She asked for everything she asked for and more. They did it. Even though Andy, it ain't. I'm looking at the son. Because just like she wants to protect her kids, Andy should be protecting his. And I was jacked up how they made that boy feel rejected like that. She wouldn't even let Gracie talk. I'm just saying, I got so much I got to do. I got other kids. I got other things I got to do. I needed to take a shower. I wanted to wash my hair. We're getting ready to go to the party and all of that. But I'm going to get in your car. I'm going to let you ride me around. And I'm going to let you all cater to me. We're going to see how long it's going to take sarcasm to put that she back in jail. Because trust me, sarcasm's going to let us know when you're back. They're going to turn over the stone in your life. And I can't wait to come out here and report on it as soon as it drops. Now, you know it's a sad day. It's a sad day in the neighborhood, boo. When you call yourself rocking and rolling with somebody for 3 hours and your stuff ain't good enough to keep them home for 24 hours. I mean, at least, if you feed a dog, at least it'll lay down at your feet for a little while. You mean to tell me that you was moaning and you was groaning and all of that, and you let the producers talk you into walking outside in a sheet? And now you done exposed to everybody that you living downstairs in somebody's basement. You don't even see when you getting played for a fool. You mean to tell me that all that moaning and groaning couldn't keep that home? Not even for 24 hours, Raneka? When we done seen you ass out and your butt dropping down to us in a circle. We done seen the crack of your ass. I know y'all seen that video that's floating out here on the YT with Raneka butt just out and she got this red fishnet outfit on. 3 hours? Ain't nothing lasting for 3 hours, honey, not even batteries. You ain't even got no batteries that'll last that long. And this mofo been locked up for how many years? 10 years? And he going for 3 hours? And then you had the nerve, you the one that been out and he the one that been in, and you let him make you sleep over? You the one that's waking up? And he gone? This phony-ish. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't care if you got Duracells or if you got dollar store batteries, bitch, ain't nothing lasting for 3 hours straight. And you get up in the morning and you walking out front of somebody's house down their driveway with a sheet on because they talked you into that, making it look like it was funny. It was pathetic. This man got up out the bed with you when you thought you was putting it down, boo. You thought you was putting it down, putting it around and everything. And he got up out your bed, allegedly, and went and got in somebody else's car. Girl, you need to go get some of them Kegel balls. Allegedly. Is that what they call? They call Kegel balls? What the ball things? Boo, you need to be doing some rejuvenations. Something's going on. And totally blaming you. I'm just saying 3 hours and he out of there and you the one sleep? Ain't no way in the world that I would be sitting up there hour after hour after hour waiting for somebody, calling somebody, when you know damn well you had Auntie's phone number. Auntie had already called you. Why didn't you just call Auntie? Your girlfriend said you're looking for Waldo. Where's Waldo? You don't even know where the hell Waldo is. Is Waldo's name really Waldo's name? And I put on the title, the thumbnail, Waldo is with Auntie, and you know that. Auntie had already told you that she was the girlfriend. You're the side chick. You're not even on the side. You're not even a side chick, in my opinion. Because at least a side chick get a weekend. You got 3 hours. You was like Renaissance. You was like Renaissance. They ain't even a side chair. It couldn't stay there for 3 hours. Side chick at least get a weekend. I'm just saying, allegedly. We was moaning and he was moaning and we had a good time. Girl, I felt bad for him. I mean, I really felt bad for him. I was like, golly, he must be just some straight trash. I mean, you ain't get a Happy Meal, two-piece Popeyes dinner. You ain't even get your window fixed. You sitting up there allegedly calling yourself going down there and bailing him out. And allegedly you spent $2,000 and the other chick gave you 1,100 and you couldn't even get a two-piece Popeyes dinner with the new strawberry biscuit. You couldn't even get an apple pie with cinnamon and sugar on the top of it. You mean to tell me you couldn't get a Happy Meal out that month? You couldn't even get nothing from Taco Bell? The least you could do was got your window fixed. But you know what somebody else said, don't fix your window. I said, bitch, the ass kissing is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high. And we ain't seen your kids. Somebody's always taking care of them. They told my mom what's going on with Asonta. You know, everything going on. Y'all go to school. They was like, Mom, you just need to come home. Come home. So is the apartment that she's staying in that? Like, I'm confused why she's in somebody's basement. She's calling Asante and calling Asante. So she calls her girlfriend. Her girlfriend was like, she was like, this must have tricked me. This whole thing, in my opinion, is a gag. I think that she never had a relationship with him. I don't even think she made love to him. I just don't. But if she did, at least get a chicken dinner. At least get that. Sis, it ain't even no need to drag you because it just is what it is. Because instead of you dealing with it at the beginning, the auntie situation, you see, I'm gonna deal with it later. Well, now you're dealing with it later because she calls her girlfriend. And her girlfriend was like, he ain't, where's Waldo? You uprooted your children. You know how they have those disclaimers and say, don't try this at home? Get a professional. Young women, don't try this at home. Don't do it. Don't take care of some mofo in jail and allege that you doing it. Don't do it. And certainly if you got kids, don't uproot your kids for the D. Her sister Sharkola said you moving for the D. We've seen this woman ride around with a busted window and look like somebody had a wrestling match on the back of her truck. And then we have people who say, don't get it fixed. It's all right that you living like that and you showing up like that. And then instead of saying, I'm hard, I'm falling on bad times, bitch, I can afford a Mercedes, but why would I buy one? If you could afford to buy one, you'd have one. If you could afford to buy a luxury car, you would drive one. But then you want to say that that's not your priority, but your priority is paying for dick in jail? Jail dick? My priority is not fixing my window on a car. It's taking my daughter's college education money and paying for a dick that got up and walked away from me 3 hours later and left me wet and blank. And we ain't supposed to say nothing. Because if it's a lie, you told it. If it's a lie, you acted it out. You gonna sit there and leave me and get up and go somewhere else with somebody named Auntie who didn't give me but $1,100 to your $3,000 retainer or detainer? And then I done signed my name on some paperwork for a month. This has got to be a whole ass lie, and they are acting this out. Rest in peace, Asonta, because we will never really get the other side of the story. But I'm telling you right now, you would rather spend your children's college education and all the other money. You would take the money out of the vending machine with the eyelashes in it and send it to somebody's JPEG. And you got two girls that you taking care of that somebody else always got. If it's a lie, she telling it. And don't get mad at me because I'm calling a thing a thing. I'm sitting up here going by what she said. I ain't made up nothing. And now here you and your friend go hire a PI to come down to pull some information that you could have pulled yourself. You had Auntie's number, but you're so big and bad and you rah, you putting people out the club and all of this kind of old bull, but you can't call Auntie. I would have called Auntie Tech. I'd have blown Auntie up. You have Auntie's number with text messages on it. Now you sit up there and say, well, you know when Asante was with me, he had to use my cell phone. And you ain't had a conversation with Auntie yet? You got to hire a PI for the PI to call? No, the girlfriend riding for her. You go ahead on the ride, because I ain't mad with the girlfriend. But this some foolishness. My girlfriends could not call me with this. Did you call Auntie? You got Auntie's number? Call that bitch. I'm on my way over there. Call her. We all coming. Pocketbooks and all. Backpacks and small stuff. We're on our way. We're on our way. Call Auntie. But you're going to let somebody else tell you to call Auntie when you got the phone number. He said they at the hotel. They at the Sonesta Hotel. You want me to call a hotel or you want me to call Auntie? He said, oh, you got Auntie's. I know he probably said, you got the woman's number and you ain't called that mother. So what number was you calling for Asante? Asante's with Auntie. Not this Auntie. That Auntie. He finds out that Auntie like 45 years old. Maybe his Auntie got some Kegel balls. Maybe Auntie is doing the exercises. Because he done left you after 3 hours and he with Auntie. I'm just saying. Let me tell you something. It ain't no need of you saying that this woman is a cougar. When you're a puppy with milk around your ears and your mouth and you gave up your money. We're talking about what you said. See, because the cougar probably got her own house. She probably got a decent car and a decent job. And this just a little side, a little craft, a little hobby that she got. Because come to find out, he got another woman that's pregnant who ain't a cougar. So for a cougar, because some of us don't want commitments, we don't mind giving him a little bit. But see, for you, it's breaking you. You're complaining and you're signing your name. Don't be laughing, Pam. I see you in the comment section laughing. You got to understand when we get grown and we sexy and we know who we are, we don't mind breaking him off a little bit, long as he break us off a lot. But it ain't gonna be no financial ruin, and we ain't gonna be riding around, child, trying to collect money up out the vending machines with eyelashes in that mother. When you can go down to the corner store and get the eyelashes 5 for $1. You can get them out the dollar store, girl. This is $1.25. Don't sleep on the cougars, boo. Don't sleep on the cougars because we're not committed to anything and anybody, and we can move the way we want. We can fly and we can do all the kind of stuff. We can take the vacations and we can buy the designer bags, and we don't have to wear yellow and green wigs. And we don't have to shake our ass out there. Matter of fact, we wear suits. Now, I ain't saying I'm a cougar. I'm just saying I know some. I ain't saying it's me. I'm just saying I know a couple of friends. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for the 4.99 super chat. Talk your mess. Okay. I could have sworn. Okay, I did. Okay. Thank you so much, Nia 888 for the $5 super chat. Okay. She said, Auntie. Okay. Thank you so much, Love Dead 14 for the 199 super chat. Your rants are my daily energy pill. Love you. Love you too, boo. Thank you so much, Mariah, for the 199 super chat. She said outside in a blanket like Linus from Charlie Brown. Okay. Thank you so much, Philly Fox, for the 199 super chat. I'm so tired of the big boss man from WW. Okay. Thank you so much, Alina 357 for the 999 super sticker. Thank you, y'all, for y'all blessings, y'all loving, y'all support. We ain't got time. She's talking about he played her. No, she played herself. She played herself. Okay? She played herself. Because one thing about a cougar is we ain't connected to no we run by ourselves. We're not connected. We don't need the kids. We don't need all of that stuff. We don't need you to come in and pay our bills. We don't need you to do none of that. You better ask somebody. It's better to be a cougar, honey, than to be a puppy. You eat well, you hunt well, you rest well. Okay. You know how to get that up. Instead of you waking up, last, you wake up first. She said she didn't even get to cook him breakfast. Oh, the cougar done already had him breakfast and everything else. His money was on the table, on the dresser for him when he came up in there, okay? We selected the cologne and all. I'm saying we as in, I ain't no cougar or nothing. I'm just saying, bitch, you better learn. Because then you won't get gotten. You won't be spending $3,000 to build for no jail deed. And Auntie ain't seemed like she was sweating up. Auntie was texting back and phone on your phone. Let me tell you, honey, cougars is bold. She been texting on your phone and everything, boo. Called you and everything. Hey, what's up? Y'all out yet? Are you the Auntie? No, I'm his girlfriend. Child, she's secure and walking in her stuff. She walking how she talk. Let me get the everything I said is for entertainment purposes only. But honey, I'm trying to tell you, yes, Fergie. And now you looking stupid, whether you acting or not, because I swear I think Raneka is acting. You know what I'm saying? I think that this was her way of getting a break. But honey, no. Damn, Samara. Girl, you better ask somebody. Like what? Like who was that said you're acting like a pound puppy, boo? Oh God. Oh, it's okay. Y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. This is the end of my review. Y'all wonder why I cut up? I cut up because of the people that are downtown in the comment section. I'm telling y'all, if you go back and you look at this, you need to make sure you turn on the live chat. Because I'm telling you right now, they be dragging and gagging. Thank you so much, Risa B, for becoming a member. I want to pronounce your name right. ACACIA, Sia, Exia, for the 199 super chat. Thank you, Boo. Thank you so much, Philly Fox. Thank you so much, Tiffany. Thank you, Helena357. Thank you so much to my Philly Fox. Thank you, Mariah. I got a niece named Mariah. Thank you, Ladib _14. And thank you so much, Nia888. I love y'all so much. Thank you to the 1,400 people that's in here, because anytime I see that up there, I know it's double. Thank you all so much for stopping by and being entertained here. Y'all, tomorrow we will be back with our our 90-day fiance, and also we will be back for season 1, episode 2 of Sister Wives. So we got a day, and then after that, we will be in the live membership where I will be dropping a link, and we will be having our Sister Wives after party. Love y'all so much. Y'all have a great night on purpose. Bye, y'all.